Meanwhile, back in fifth, this could play into Denny Hamlin's hand. He's had several conversations with Chris Gale, his crew chief, and Gale told him moments ago, all four in front of you are tight on fuel. They likely cannot make it. We can, but we are right to the number. Hamlin reiterated it back to Gale, said just to confirm, we do not need to save fuel. He said we do not need to save fuel. Right now we're a half lap to the good. So after all the strategy today, could it come down to this for Denny Hamlin to get a Michigan win? They told him to go on the attack. Listen to the radio.
Percent throttle, so they're all saving. Again, you're still good right now by a quarter of a lap. I'd prefer to get the lead if possible and back ourselves up to them and save after that, but you see what you can do.
So Chris Gale, his crew chief, and Chris Lambert, his spotter, have said, hey, it's our job to push the pace as Hamlin's trying to gain spots, knowing he can make it all the way, and he gets Larson for third.
So he's going to take that second place position away from Larson. Now drafting up to Byron. Does Byron start to increase the throttle usage, try to defend and keep this position? Does he have enough fuel? Can they be aggressive enough to hold off this number 11?
I will tell you, if I started the year,
just aim for a little bit. Just don't lose the lead.
Don't lose the lead. That's 24 radio. If you win the Daytona 500, don't ask us how I know. You can run out of gas and say the next race in Las Vegas. I did it, and that's, if I'm the 24, I'm running out of gas with the lead. There's no chance I'm letting the 11 go by. I would rather run out of gas and finish 20th only because they have that Daytona 500 win.
Down the back straightaway, Byron getting more aggressive with those blocking maneuvers, trying to break the draft.
I talked about being this a final exam, and that's these nerves, right? You filled out all the things, now you're double checking your answers, triple checking your math.
Big run. Big run right here. Denny trying to run the top of the racetrack, trying to keep that momentum up. Oh. Here comes the 24. He's going to have to block him really aggressively right here.
Block right.
Thought there was going to be a crossover. Byron covers. 7 to go as they race off turn 2.
Byron does a good job right there of taking the air away. He's got to work on that down in turn 3 and 4 and not allow that 11 car to use the top of the racetrack to be able to get those runs. He's getting down the front straightaway. Here comes Denny again. Denny, see him in the third groove right there. He's going to have another one of those runs down the front straightaway. Byron's going to have to block it aggressively. Huge run from the 11. Here he comes again.
No pressure from the 54. Reading on the radio, looking at the telemetry. Ty Gibbs is gambling on these two running each other out. He has thrown the towel in on passing him. He's on full save. He loves what Hamlin's doing. Go run the 24 out and hope the 11 does as well.
All right, Denny's right here on the back straightaway.
Here's Hamlin looking to the outside. Nothing doing. Byron pulls up. Going to be 5 to go when they come back this time.
Now the 24 is way up the track there, exactly where he needs to be. You see Denny can't close the gap, can't put the run together. He'll get a little bit of the draft down the straightaway, but it shouldn't be enough to put him in a position to make a pass down here. Then he's going to drive down into the corner. The 24 gets a little loose right there. Now Denny side by side. This is what he needs.
Denny Hamlin is there. Drives to the inside of William Byron. Can he make the pass? 24 fighting back in the outside lane. Going to be 4 laps to go this time around. Byron trying to hang on. Hamlin not going away. What a race for the top spot at Michigan. And here comes the 54, a Ty Gibbs waiting in the wing.
They're going to side draft each other down the straightaway. That's going to bring Gibbs into it. Denny's smart.
I know it's tempting.
He's staying away from
the
him.
draft here. All you can save while they're wearing each other down. So 4 to the 17.
Denny's going to try to drive up the racetrack. Can he get the 24 out of the gas here on corner exit?
Byron slides it off the corner. And once again, he's back out front, but now Hamlin digging inside again.
Perfect side draft right there. Denny's going to clear easily.
Clear, clear.
Denny Hamlin all clear off the turn 4, coming back to the start-finish line with 3 laps remaining.
6 miles to go.
Out back here.
6 miles to go. Do they have enough gas? They told the driver he did.
24's out of gas, coming to pit road.
24 didn't make it, so that means the 11 has to be close. Can the 11 nurse this thing around for one more?
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin, 2 career victories at Michigan, but it's been a long time for the 44-year-old. Nice advantage over Busher, but can he hang on and maintain the fuel mileage?
He's nursing it, 3/4 throttle, half throttle, just enough to keep forward momentum.
Plenty of anxiety in the 11 camp. Here comes Denny Hamlin. 3rd win of the year, gonna come at Michigan. Number 11 delivers.
Let's go! Let's go! How about that, man? Got you 1 fuel race back of all the ones you've lost, okay? We marked that one down.
Great management on the pit box for Chris Gale. 57 career wins for Denny Hamlin. And his 3rd of the year is his 3rd in the Irish Hills.
Yahoo!
First time one of the coach's drivers has won here in 10 seasons. Matt Kenseth, the Hall of Famer, did it 2015. And he's now the 10th driver to cross 700 starts and go to victory lane. What a major statement when you consider how great this guy is performing late in his career.
Yeah, we talked about this on the ride up here to Michigan. How many more wins can this guy get after that 700 start? We only had Jeff Gordon, I think, get 7 wins or 6 wins, and Harvick got 7 wins after 700 starts. Not anyone else except for Richard Petty got more wins after the 700 start. We are seeing Denny Hamlin in the final stages of his career, but he's still elite and at the top of his game.
We saw that celebration on the pit box. Rarely do you see an engineer first one up screaming and cheering. He was sweating that calculation, and look, he's had enough. Haven't seen a burnout yet, but still running. A little bit of a celebration. What a job.
I think too, what was impressive for me is that all the drivers knew and were given the information needed to be able to get themselves to the end of the race. Imagine how many cars would have ran out of gas in this scenario 5-10 years ago. They have gotten so good at calculating that fuel mileage.
Oh man, he's got a little to spare.
Celebration. He might send Jordan into labor back at home, you know. 7th straight season that Hamlin has recorded multiple victories.